Okay, 6th grade science peeps. This is going to be our mineral identification lab. You are going to need this lab sheet, and you are going to need this identification chart. Now, this is not the answers, so please don't be that guy that just copies this information in across. That's just a no, right? So looking at this, we have our example numbers. So 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 12, and 13. I know that's not numerical. That's the number that's on the mineral sample. We're going to be testing for color, streak, luster, magnetic, if the break is cleavage or fracture, the hardness level, and then we will use that data comparing to our answer chart to figure out the name of our minerals. Okay, so what we're going to do is get the minerals on this beautiful plate. Hold, please. And there we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to start with mineral number 2, and that is going to be this one. And we should fill out the color. So looking at the color, I'm going to look at it closer. Well, all right. We have magnifying glasses. It's pretty good, actually. So let's look at that. So we kind of have black, and we have some white spots. Looking at that side. Definitely looks like, all right, that's bad English. Sorry, English teachers. It's horrible focus, right? But that way. Ooh. So I'm going to say black with white. All right, for the streak, we need to have our streak plates. And you would assume that this one would make a black streak or a powder, but you never know. So let's give it a shot and see what we got. Okay, so I did it on this one, and you can't see anything because look at that. The streak is white. Very nice. And you can see the powder on my hand or my finger. It definitely kind of looks white. So let's put that. Okay, luster, or how the light reflects off of the surface. So here's some helpers. Is it metallic? Does it look like a metal? No, I would not say, whoa, look at that metal mineral. Actually, if you said that, you'd probably call it a rock, not a rock. Okay, so non-metallic. It does have a little bit of a shine in some places where the light reflects off of. See that? That's pretty. So I would say non-metallic, but a little glassy. I guess also a little dull. So it has the glassy, shiny parts, but it also has parts that don't shine. So we can call those our dull parts. Okay. All right, magnetic. Is it attracted to a magnet? No. No, it is not. No. Are the breaks cleavage or fracture? So looking at this, we try and see if there are any completely smooth parts. It just doesn't really look like this. There is. So I would call this fracture. And there's not a lot of space, so let's just put an F for fracture. All right, the hardness test. Okay, so for the hardness test, we start here with the fingernail. Will the mineral scratch your fingernail? Well, let's find out. Okay, and we remember from the video that you should close your eyes when doing this to feel if it digs into it. It's not really focusing on my thumb, is it? Let's see. Push the button. Focus, focus. There we go. Sort of. Oh, look, you can see. There you go. See the scratches? So it did scratch my fingernail, and I could feel it digging into my fingernail. So it's at least, oh, no, that's not in focus. Cool. So it's more than 2.5, so we're going to test the copper penny. Remember to close your eyes. Okay, I did feel it dig into the penny, so it did scratch the penny. The next one is iron, and we did that in the form of a nail, so we're going to test that next. Oh, sorry, that thing just got weird. We're going to test that next. And yes, I could feel it digging into the nail. I could also see it. I can't see where it is now, but I did see it. So then we go to the glass plate, and we see if it's going to scratch our glass plate. You can see that it's beautiful, like not scratched up at all. Okay, and you can see it did scratch the glass plate. So then we go on to a streak plate. Now, I remember when we did the streak test that I did not feel it going in, so it does not scratch the streak plate. So we're going to do a range. The last thing it did scratch was this, which has a hardness of 5.5, and the streak plate is 7. So it's somewhere in between these two things, and so that's what I'm going to write, right? So hardness of 5.5 to 7. And then what we're going to do is use this information and compare it to the chart up here and see what it matches to figure out the name of the mineral.